Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to discuss a very important topic, the injuries of Pedri González, one of the most promising young players in the world. Pedri has been suffering from a series of muscle injuries that have affected his performance and availability for both Barcelona and Spain. Is Pedri too fragile for the high demands of modern soccer? Is there a problem with Barcelona's medical team or training methods? How long will it take for Pedri to recover and reach his full potential? I will try to answer these questions and more by analyzing Pedri's injury history, comparing him with other players, and looking at some interesting facts and statistics. So, without further ado, let's get started. According to Transfermarkt, Pedri has suffered 8 muscle injuries since joining Barcelona in 2019, missing a total of 71 games and 436 days of action. That means that Pedri has been injured for almost 1.5 years out of the 3.5 years he has been at Barcelona. That is a very alarming figure, especially for such a young player who is still developing physically and mentally. Pedri's injuries have not only affected his individual performance, but also his team's results and his chances of playing in major tournaments like the World Cup and the European Championship. But why is Pedri so prone to injuries? Is it because of his physical characteristics, his playing style, or external factors? To answer these questions, we need to look at some numbers and facts that can help us understand Pedri's situation better. One of the factors that can influence a player's injury risk is the recovery time between games. Playing too many games in a short period of time can increase the fatigue and stress on the muscles, leading to more injuries. According to Mundo Deportivo, Pedri played 73 games in the 2021-22 season, the most of any player in Europe. He played for Barcelona, Spain, and Spain's under-21 team, participating in competitions like La Liga, the Champions League, the Copa del Rey, the Nations League, the European Championship, and the Olympic Games. Pedri played an average of 1 game every 4.7 days, which is way above the recommended limit of 1 game every 6 days. Pedri also played an average of 78 minutes per game, which means he was rarely substituted or rested. This excessive workload took a toll on Pedri's body as he suffered 4 muscle injuries in that season, missing a total of 41 games. Pedri's recovery time from these injuries was also longer than the average. According to Transfermarkt, Pedri's average recovery time from a muscle injury was 49 days, while the average recovery time for a professional soccer player is 28 days. This suggests that Pedri's injuries were more severe or complicated than usual, or that he had some difficulties in the rehabilitation process. Another factor that can influence a player's injury risk is the team environment, including the medical staff, the training methods, the pitch conditions, and the overall culture and philosophy of the club. Pedri plays for Barcelona, one of the biggest and most prestigious clubs in the world, with a history of producing and developing world-class players. However, Barcelona has also been criticized for having a poor medical team, a lack of physical preparation, and a high injury rate among its players. According to beIN Sports, Barcelona has racked up a total of 24 injuries this season, with only 3 players out of the 21 first team, Iñaki Peña, Ilkay Gundogan, and Fermín López, who have not suffered any injury. That means that 86% of Barcelona's players have been injured at least once this season, which is a very high percentage for any team. Pedri is one of the most affected players, as he has suffered 2 muscle injuries this season, missing a total of 15 games so far. Pedri's injury rate is also higher than his teammates' average. According to Transfermarkt, Pedri has missed 18.5% of Barcelona's games due to injury since joining the club, while the average for Barcelona's players is 11.3%. Pedri has also missed more games than some of his fellow midfielders, like Frenkie de Jong, 10.8%, Sergio Busquets, 9.7%, and Felipe Coutinho, 16.8%. This indicates that Pedri is more vulnerable or unlucky than his teammates, or that he is not getting the best medical attention or treatment from Barcelona's staff. In conclusion, Pedri González is a very talented and promising player who has shown his quality and potential for both Barcelona and Spain. However, he has also been plagued by a series of muscle injuries that have hampered his development and performance. Pedri's injuries are mainly caused by his excessive workload, his lack of recovery time. Pedri's injuries are also very serious and complicated, requiring surgery and long recovery times. Pedri needs to take better care of his body, get more rest and recovery, and get more support and guidance from his team and medical staff. Pedri also needs to be patient and optimistic and not rush his return to the pitch. Pedri has a bright future ahead of him, and he can overcome his injury problems and become one of the best players in the world. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe for more soccer content. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.